Hello YouTube, and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin, and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States. So guess what, guys? It's paper pumpkin time. We are currently, hold on, I need to write down July 29th. This video should air. Just to make sure on my notebook here. So we are currently working on Paper Pumpkin Alternatives for July 2023's Fun in the Sun Paper Pumpkin. This is video number 6. And this is the last time I'm going to show all this stuff. So this is the stamp set. We are going to use the Wish You Were Here. I really love this card. I'm even surprised I love the lighthouse that I colored Granny Apple Green. So sending you sunshine. The sun, the stars, relax, you deserve it, waving hello, I see brighter days ahead, sending an ocean of love, hello sunshine, and sorry I was crabby are the stamps. These are the 3 kit cards. Now so far, I have used one. We are using this tiny little portion that is left over from this card. So this is project number 6, and I'm just now finishing one card base. We'll see what comes up later on. These are what you could have done in the kit. I will continue to show that. I just won't show everything else. These are all the goodies in the kit. The umbrella, surfboard, sand, palm trees, signpost, sunset, the sun and palms, the sailboat, and the beach, or the birds actually. That's kind of what I call them. Let me set these aside now. And then we had other little goodies. So, oh, I do have one extra little piece left. Oh, that's left from that one card base. Didn't realize I had that in here. So we have these large sentiment strips. We have the medium ones. Then we have these little ones that go in the signpost. I stamped and punched some of the suns. We have beach chairs. We have some little crabs. Here, let's put that one back there. We have sandals. We have starfish. We have scallops and little sunglasses. So all these little bits are going back in here. And let's get started with what we're using today. We are going to be using the Label Me Fancy Punch. I should just get my notebook so I can read what I got going on here. So we have a white card base, guys, and it is H&R Block time. 5.5 by 8.5. We're almost through all of these. And I have a white envelope we're using. Layer number 1 is Melon Mambo, 4.25 by 5.5. Layer number 2 is Granny Apple Green. This was from a project, and it was here laying around. I'm like, I wonder if I can use that. I can. I think it looks great. 1.5 by 4. And then we have a medium scallop from the Scallop and Contour dies. That was also from the same project there. And this one isn't, though, somewhere. Oh, we'll just go ahead and use the one from the project. I can show you the project, too. So this is our scrap for Wish You in white that we're going to use our element from our thing. Now, y'all are wondering, what on earth is she using from the kit? I'm using this little piece here. That's it. That's from the kit. And then I'm using this lighthouse. I told you I pulled out some old goodies. So this is the lighthouse. Now, on this lighthouse, it did have these attached. I cut them off. I cut that off, too. We are also using the Life is Uncharted Territory. It reveals its story one moment at a time. And I really think that goes well with Wish You Were Here. So let's go ahead. I've already colored my lighthouse. My colors here is the light inside the lighthouse is the Dark Daffodil Delight. This hot pink, of course, is Melon Mambo, Granny Apple Green, Crumb Cake. And then on the waves, I really should kind of show you. So let me show you the stamp set. On here, you'll see it only has those little bit of waves. All I did to add the extra waves is I took this black pen and I drew me some extra waves in there. Now, I colored this dark balmy blue, and then I went over them with Azure Afternoon Stampin' Up marker, because that's what I had in that color. So that's how I got our stuff. So let's get on with the card making. We already have that element done. We need to glue our Melon Mambo down to our card base. Could have probably done that beforehand, but sometimes it doesn't always happen that way. Whole bunch of squares, rectangles actually, yes. So slide that in place, and if you're wondering why I do that, it just helps me get it lined up on the card base. So there's our card base. There's our scallop and contour. This piece is going to actually just be a bit of color blocking going right in there. And it's like 1/4 of an inch. I should go ahead and show you what this came from. This was an extra bit. So I want to line it up roughly. I got to do it this way, guys, so I can see, because I'm going to use my grid. I want it 1/4 of an inch from the inside and there. Does that look straight? It does look straight. So you're wondering what that piece was from. It was from this little bit here. Great, huh? I think so. I think it went out really well. Okay, so we have that in place. This is going to go on dimensionals onto here, but we need to do some stamping and some punching. I am going to punch. First, we're going to stamp. I was like, I want to see how much of this I need. We are going to stamp this in. I don't have Azure Afternoon. I'm going to go ahead and just do this in black. Wish you were here. And I want it about there. And I did get, of course, ink on me. Oh, I do like that. I do, I really, really do. I want some hand sanitizer real quick. Helps with the ink. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this in here, and I'm only going to punch part of it. And then I'm going to stick it in the guillotine. Let me cover that up. Guillotine is underneath a whole bunch of stuff down there. So I'm going to take my guillotine. I am going to cut it off right here. Those bits are getting cut off. And it'd be easier if I did it this way, so I have something flush to butt up against that little bridge there. So there's that one. And I'm going to turn it over this way. You can see it was already stamped. All right. So there's that. We are going to need to cut it off some more right about there. All right. So now we need, I want this to be buttered up right against that. So how am I going to get that in there and punch it? Washi tape to the rescue. Washi tape to the rescue. I'm going to stick it on my clothes first, because sometimes washi tape can tear. So before I use washi tape, I'm going to stick it on my clothing a bit. I'm going to get this lined up right there, because it's going to go on the edge. Okay, now I'm going to stick it back into the punch. Nope, that didn't work, did it? Come on. Work with me, not against me. I really want this lined up the right way. Maybe I just needed to stick it down. Do you see how I'm lining that up to get what I want? I could have glued it down, but I want it popped up. So now I have it. Ah, it worked. Oh my gosh, I still have a piece I could use from that. Oh, never fails. Thought I was going to use much more of that. So we are going to put this on a dimensional or two, or a piece of one would work. Let's see. We're going to use these little bits that fell off. Going to do the same thing. Use this to line it up. Oh my gosh, couldn't get any more perfect than that. This now is going to go right on there like so. My lighthouse is going to come down here. I absolutely love this, but I want to stamp my birds. That's why we're looking at it. Okay, so I want to stamp my birds. And I could probably cut them apart again. I might just do that. Just give them a whack. I need a little block or some kind of a block. Any block would do. Of course, I get a great big block. I had to put glue dots on the back of them. So let's move that aside. We have our lighthouse, which I'm lining my lighthouse up here, and its point right there. So I'm going to test it out somewhere maybe first. Oh my gosh, yes. All right. So I'm going to put Wish You Were Here. Maybe I move Wish You Were There here. No, I really wanted it up here. But I want a bird here. Oh, so nice. So nice. Okay, let's do the other bird. And these are all the blocks I got left. Everything else is mounted. I'm going to test it out first. Okay. Do I have it going upside down? I do. I did have it upside down. So I want this bird right here. He's really flying at a weird angle. Let me see. This went together like so. So it goes like this. Maybe I'll just do another one of this one, because that's really, that bird is like diving. Dive, dive, dive. Prepare for dive, right? Oh, yes. But I am going to do a couple more of these guys. I'm going to do this one. Hopefully he's going to look okay because he's upside down. Maybe not. That wasn't the best. And then one right here. All right. That looks much better. Maybe can I cover him up a bit? Yeah, because I didn't like, he's upside down. He's not flying right. So do we tilt it? No, we keep it straight. All right, there we go. We have our birds. We're ready to assemble our card. Almost. We have our sentiment. Need another block. But let's get the front done. Move that aside. I love the sentiment to go on the inside. It's going to be great. But let's get, do I want to put that on? No, we're going to glue this down because I'm going to put the lighthouse on dimensionals, I think. So, a big X, dot, 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 dot. And that should do it. I love this bright pop of the Granny Apple Green. Is gonna just go so well with the lighthouse. And I was a little worried. I was playing the other night, wasting time while dinner was cooking. And I'm like, I don't want to get any more blends off the shelf. Let's just see what we can do. And I'll be darned. it worked. It worked out great for this card. Though I'm going to have to put quite a bit of dimensionals on it. And we can do minis for the lighthouse. Let's see. One there. Two behind the windows. One there. And one more for the very tip of the lighthouse. I know this was not Stampin' Up cardstock. I can tell whatever I stamped this on. I'm sitting here playing because it's really, really flimsy. You don't usually do that, but this time it did happen. So we want our lighthouse right along there. Look how cool that is. I'm so happy. And this, of course, is going up on dimensionals. So one there. Oh no, it already is on dimensionals, isn't it? Yes. Okay. Otherwise it's going to be super bulky. Right up to the line. Oh, I was covering up. Well, nope, that bird's in there now. The upside down bird is in the picture. Gosh darn it. Nope. I'm going to let it dry and then use my glue eraser on this. Let's get most of that off. I don't like that at all. Oh, don't you dare. It did. Because I was too... It tore my thing. I don't know what to do now, guys. Well, that happens. But that is my card. I'm still going to finish it. I'm probably going to have to tear this off and get another sheet in there. Gosh darn it. Maybe the sand eraser might help. Let's see. Well, I think it's just going to sand it down some. Maybe if I stick a bow on it. I really didn't want a bow, but maybe let's see what we can do to fix it. You guys see that mistakes happen. I have some of this that I could do. Let's see. I mean, I don't have any blue. You know what? I wish I had Granny Apple Green is what I really need, but I don't have any of that. I have Mint Macaron. I have Pear Pizzazz. Wrong greens. Let's see. I might, give me a second, and the non-Stamping Up twine. There it is, Baker's twine. Might have, I think we have it. That is going to be close enough. That is much better than that. Can't tell you where I got it from. It's just been sitting in a box of stuff back there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Really big. Okay, we don't want 4. We want 3 loops. So I'm going to cut me a bit to tie. Then I'm going to make 3 loops on my finger. 1, 2, 3. Mistake is just an opportunity to make something great. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . Oops, I'm pulling the wrong string, aren't I? Nope. Yes, I was pulling the wrong string. Fit it through the fingers. This is pretty difficult trying to do this on camera, guys, because I want to stick one end in my mouth and pull. So if you guys, I'm sure you guys know that feeling maybe. All right. I gotta find the one that I just tied. Nope, that's bowstring. We don't want that string. We want this string and this one. Pull tight. And one more time, and then we're going to get a glue dot and put it in there. First, we got to cut our tails off. Just an opportunity, that's all it is. And glue dots are, where are my glue dots? I just had them, I just used them to put glue dots on the, there they are. My loops are looking a little, that will work. That will do it. So I'm going to add one there and one here. And I'm sorry that you guys, well, I'm not really sorry you guys got to see me make a mistake and try to fix it. It happens. It happens in crafting. This is not. But now you'll see how I fixed mine. And I learned a lesson. Don't try to get the glue off until it's completely dried. That did not work for me. But actually, that little bit of element, this needs to be stuck up there a bit. Times the loops. I need another glue dot. Just needs a little bit more to stick to that bottom loop. And then I'll be happy because then it'll be stuck down. Okay, now we can work on it. So we need to add our sentiment to the inside of the card. And I'm wondering if the sentiment fits. Look at that. It does. It does. It does. It does. Okay, we're going to stamp it. And black memento. I don't want to lose my glue dots onto the floor, my jacket arm of my... We're going to stamp this right in the center. And I'm going to use that little bit of blue that we had on the front. You just watch. It is going to come into play. This little bit is going to work. But first I need to find the scissors again, because this is not going to fit in my punch. Will this way. Might have to shorten it a bit. I cut off the wrong bit. I sure did. It's all right. I got a handle. I got a handle on the problem. Post-it notes to the rescue. We needed an upper handle. I should have left that bit on. So we want this in the center. That looks good to me. Hope it looks good to everybody else. Punch. Now we're going to take this and we are going to punch it here. Then we're going to punch it again. And that little bit we're not using. But we're going to hold on to it for a minute. And we are going to add these to like that. See, we are using it. So I'm gonna cut that off. We just want a hint of it there. Yes. We can add glue to this side. And then I am going to mount this on another punch of the same punch, just because I think it needs it. That's moving around. It's not quite stuck down yet. That's good because I want it closer in. I just want a little bit. If I had some little extra melon mambo, I'd add that too, but I don't have that around. So I am going to retire this to the recycle bin, guys. And I said I wanted to punch another one just to mount it to. So I'm going to do this one where I have my sentiment from the last one I messed up. We're going to put it this way. And we could add some more of those birds on the inside. I think we will add some more birds. Just two. Just two. So we're going to add that big seagull down here. And the little one that is coming in for a landing right there. And that's my card, our envelope. Where's the envelope, please? I don't want to do anything fancy, but let's put some seagulls on it. I'm just going to do the big one. So, I always like to open my envelope and do it this way. So, I want a seagull here. And I want one here. Yep, that's it. That's the card. It's done. It's finished. It's got a big old bow on it. Wish you were here. Life is uncharted territory. It reveals its story one moment at a time. And I really like that. I like that it's a bright, sunny card, but it still has the lighthouse on it. And I love the lighthouse in the Granny Apple Green. Strange. Really, really strange. So I hope you guys like this card. Let me know if you do. Give me a thumbs up. Like, share my channel if you are so willing, as it helps me so very much. But more than anything, would you come back and visit me in my wonderland? Bye-bye for now, everybody.